What up, everyone? Crypto Marxist, aka Bone Army, coming at you. So, I wanted to talk about this FUD that I've been coming across, a little FUD wave, talking about the layer three, how layer three, Shibarium, Bone's gonna get replaced by Tree, they abandoned Shib, all this stuff. So, basically, I wanted to give you guys my opinion and I wanted to give you accurate sources so that you wouldn't fall into the trap of a lot of the FUD that is actually there to monetize your views. All right. So I'm just putting it out there. All right, cool. What am I talking about? All right. Well, I'm talking about the $12 million that Shiba Inu raised in a token round for the new blockchain. What is the new blockchain? Well, there's a new blockchain, a layer three. So as you guys know, Shibarium is Shiba Inu's layer two blockchain, and it rests on top of the layer one Ethereum. Now, layer threes essentially facilitate and make layer twos faster if they're done properly. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into that, but make the main point of saying this: Shiba Inu is not just a meme coin anymore. Okay, so that's very important. So a lot of the FUD comes from people that still think Shiba Inu is only a meme coin, and they're wrong. Okay, they honestly, I'm gonna be honest, they should probably exit Shiba Inu and go for some pump and dumps because that's what they want Shiba Inu to be. Shiba Inu is not that. Shiba Inu is a Trojan horse filled with technology and philosophy. All right. This is bigger than just a meme. This is bigger than just a token. This is a movement. And the movement is toward the first official organized network state that has ever existed. All right, cool. I know that's a lot. Let's get back to this. All right. And I will actually tie all this together. How? We're going to hear from Shytoshi. If you made it this far, go ahead and hit that sub, hit that like, bell it up because some of my stuff is time sensitive and urgent. I'm going to let you guys hear it from Shytoshi's own mouth. All right. And I will link that interview. Yes, there's an interview. You guys got to search for the info. If you want it, it's out there. Don't fall victim to this FUD. All right, cool. First of all, what am I talking about? Here it is quickly. Shiba Inu raises 12 million in token round for its new blockchain. Shiba Inu has raised 12 million via the TheStreet token to develop its new privacy focused layer 3 blockchain. That's key. It's a utility that's being brought to a layer 3 that they are creating. All right. So Shiba Inu, the team behind the popular namesake meme coin, has raised 12 million by selling its unreleased token TheStreet to non-US venture capital investors. All right. And this is the list of them. Big dogs. I'm talking about Polygon Ventures, Mechanism Capital, Big Brain Holdings, Shima Capital, Amioka, Animoca Brands. That's a big one, actually. Morningstar Ventures, Woodstock Fund, DWF Ventures, State Capital, and Comma 3 Ventures. Shiba Inu said on Monday. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and just get into some of the stuff based on the TheStreet token. So the TheStreet token, according to Shiba Inu, serves as the utility and governance token of its new privacy-focused layer 3 blockchain, which is being built on Shibarium. In other words, it's creating more utility. So therefore, there's going to be more utility for Bone. Tree is not going to replace Bone. Bone, for those FUD bros out there, is going to facilitate the burning of Shib. So the more that Bone is valued, the more it's used, the more the blockchain is going to bring TVL, going to bring volume, going to bring transactions, going to burn Shib. Okay. So at the end of the day, this is 100% bullish for the entire ecosystem, including Shib. Because I notice a lot of the FUD, once again, is coming from the Shib maxis. You know, they're like, all right, I don't want to hear about Bone. I don't want to hear about Leash. I don't want to hear about the Shiboshis. Shib. Win moon, win a penny, win a cent. So because of that very limited, small thinking, okay, they tend to FUD because their vision can't expand past the horizon to see what's literally being built before their eyes. The first digital network state, the Shiba state, a country, my people, and you guys are the Shibisons. If you understand, you are. If you want to be, if you just want to be a meme chaser, then you're gonna be falling into some of these FUD bros. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and check this out. It says Treat will be the final non-stable token from the Shiba Inu ecosystem, said Kusama. All right. And another thing too, the layer 3 and Treat helps support Shi, which is going to be the foundation of in the form of a stable coin for the entire ecosystem for transactions. Keep in mind, this is bigger than just Shiba Inu as a token. This is Shiba Inu, the project, the blockchain, the metaverse, the swap, the brick and mortar with partnership with Wellies, the AI venture partnership with Bad Idea AI, technological partnership with Unification, Shiba Hub app coming to layer 3, my people. Because keep in mind, the layer 3 is an application layer. All right, faster than a layer 2, which is what we need. All right, cool. Let's not get sidetracked, but let's slide into the last part of this, which is important. Shiba Inu's new blockchain. Why is this important? It says Shiba Inu is developing its new layer 3 blockchain using fully homomorphic encryption technology from cryptography company Zama, which recently raised $73 million in funding. All right, these are big dogs here. All right, when I'm talking about Zama and Shib, this is major. I'm gonna show you how big this is. You guys know I'm not just gonna talk about it, I'm gonna show you. All right. So, and I'm not just going to Twitter to find let's go ahead and make it now. I'm gonna go to the primary sources for you, my people. All right, it says the new blockchain is intended to comply with regulatory requirements. Oh, and that's one thing I absolutely forgot to do, but I can do it. Hopefully, this isn't as laggy as it has been. All right. So basically, this is the main point. The layer 3 needs to be compliant as well for it to be a layer of interoperability. In other words, when blockchains communicate with each other, imagine sending a Shiboshi to any layer 3 slash layer 2, right? Across the board, and it being able to transfer over without problems. That is part of what we're talking about here as well. All right, cool. So we have Shiba Inu and we have Shytoshi Kusama, and then we have this opinion. All right, this was actually brought to me by someone. I don't want to create problems right now, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. But this is the view of the Shib Maxis, and it really does suck. This right here, this guy goes by right here. This is his name. Here it is. Wait, what's going on here? Fuck. All right, cool. So that's basically it. This says that the audio was lost. Let me make sure that this is being shared real quick, my people. So let me go ahead and hit this. Damn. All right, cool. So I want to make sure that you guys heard that. I don't know exactly when it says the audio was lost. So let me go ahead and just share this real quick. Again, this is what I was talking about right here. So I'm gonna put it back because basically it starts with the FUD. Starts with the FUD, and then I'm gonna show you guys. All right, so here.
In a further effort to destroy the decentralization of Shiba Inu coin and make it one of the most centralized networks and one of the most centralized ecosystems in the cryptocurrency game,
Keep in mind that's absolutely a lie. 110%. In a further effort to make it more centralized, actually, what this is actually doing is making it more decentralized because Treat itself on the layer 3 is going to be a governance token. Okay, keep in mind, Shib is a governance token, Leash governance token, Bone governance token. I'm sure she might even be a governance token. I had already said earlier, not proposed, but said that the Shiboshis should have a DAO as well in order to be decentralized. So I don't know what this guy's talking about. That's for the decentralization. All right, let's keep going. My bad.
Shiba Inu coin ecosystem team, Shytoshi, Lucy, Cal, all of these clowns are now selling
All of these
trees. Yes, you
clowns.
heard that right. Pre-sale rounds directly to institutions, not to Shiba Inu coin holders.
First of all, Shiba Inu coin holders like you FUD all other projects, including the Shiboshis, which you can go. I saw that already. All right, anyways, I think you guys got the point. All right, so basically that's the FUD bros. All right, that's the FUD bros. Now, if you understand that the people he's calling clowns, all right, the Shiba Inu development team, which is Shytoshi Kusama, Cal, and the rest of them, all right, are focused on what? On the network state plan. Okay. Why? Well, Shytoshi Kusama unveils a master plan to bridge the gap between Web3 and traditional web. When is this from? This is from January 10th, 2024. They had already mentioned the direction that they were going. Okay. It is the network state, and they're trying to facilitate as many partnerships and partnerships as possible in order to bring Shiba Inu to that network state level. Okay, this is the major leagues. We're talking about creating a country that might eventually have GDP, might have a seat in the United Nations. All right, this isn't just a meme coin. All right, so these FUD bros, okay, obviously it takes effort and time to do your research, to go ahead and understand what's going on. It's easy to FUD. And I see also Oscar Ramos doing it a lot, and it sucks because as soon as FUD bro goes, then he goes. That's why I call them FUD bros, because that's one of them. But I can see the FUD wave just go across the ecosystem. All right, and it really does suck, in particular with the Shiboshis. Uh, the way they did that was disgusting. Now the way they're over here putting doubt on the layer 3, you know what I mean? Every single thing that the Shiba Inu team has done has only brought Shiba Inu to another level, a height from which no other ecosystem, blockchain, or project can come close to. What other project is over here talking about SHIB domains? Why? Well, here, let's go ahead and go down. I'm not trying to make this video too long, but basically the SHIB lead developer Shytoshi Kusama lays out the benefits of top-level domain. Shibarium devs previously introduced the multifaceted self-sovereign identity, SSI. Keep in mind, this is connected to identities and transactions, even generational wealth transactions, all right, in terms of end of life events. This is major, all right. Customizable.shib top level domains will be registered on a first come, first served basis. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and get down to this part right here, though. Let's get down to this part. That's a funny picture, too. Guys, no one's are flipping each other off. What the hell's going on there? All right, so basically, this right here, it says Shytoshi Kusama. All right, this is from his tweet. It says, domains are the identity layer of the internet. For 40 years, they have made using the internet easier for all. If you type shib.io into your browser, you go to Shib website. What if you could do more? We're working with at D3 Inc. to hashtag invade the internet by applying for the .shib TOD. This will allow us to tap into infrastructure that is used by 5.3 billion people. Let me say that again. They're trying to tap into 5.3 billion people. There's only 1.4 million holders of SHIB, and there's probably about 1,000 FUD bros out there that can't tie their shoes but want to FUD the entire ecosystem because they probably bought in high and they're complaining because their bags are low. So I'm just saying, come on, we're big boys, right? We got big boy pants. Come on, shit. All right, so 5.3 billion people worldwide. Over the last year, the internet gained 198 million new users. The entire crypto market only has 425 million users. Keep in mind, the entire crypto market is at that time, less than half a billion people. A fifth of a billion people are brought into the internet every single year. So just Put that in perspective. All right. The crypto space has what, 12 years going in? Every year, a fifth of all that is brought in terms of users, in terms of people and infrastructure that can be tapped in. All right, back to the Zama situation though. All right, because what am I talking about? Zama, they went to this conference in 2024, in 2023, I'm sorry. And essentially, this is what we're talking about. Big boy stuff. All right, big boy stuff. Here, let's go ahead and slide this real quick. And keep in mind, at the very end, I have Shytoshi Kusama saying something to you guys if you make it that far. With this, I don't know if this is gonna have a little something, but I just want to show you the introduction of when they introduced
solving the confidentiality problems of blockchain and AI with homomorphic encryption. Please welcome co-founder and CTO of Zama, Pascal Paye. Hi, good luck. Thank you. Pascal, your time begins now. Go.
So if you've watched,
all right, cool. So there he is. That is the CTO. Here
your time begins.
That is the gentleman right there. All right, Pascal Pallier, co-founder and CTO of Zama. So if you do want to watch this, actually this is on RSA's conference YouTube channel, but you can actually go to the RSA conference right here and actually catch the entire I don't know how long it'd be, an hour, 40 minutes, RSA conference introduction, innovation sandbox. Keep in mind, they ended up being nominated and winning some awards. That's what we're talking about. Industry leaders, okay, in not just technology, but revolutionizing fully homomorphic encryption technology. All right. So let's go ahead and last thing. All right. So why are layer threes important? So if you don't know who this gentleman is, this is Guy from Coin Bureau. I highly suggest you hit the subscribe button. I'm following him on my personal account. I'm surprised I'm not following him on this one right here, but now I am. So here, and actually go ahead and like his video as well. Extremely informative, one of the most informative and important channels in all of crypto. I do believe, my personal opinion is, he leans heavy on Solana's ecosystem. He might have a big bag of Solana. Maybe that's why, because I believe he's smart enough to know that Solana is an inflationary ecosystem. Okay, so the fact that he hasn't given a fair shake to the Shibarium ecosystem, which is way more diverse and less congested than Solana. I mean, come on. Here, I'm sidetracking. So go ahead and follow the gentleman's channel. But he did mention something about this. In fact, I will try to link this video in the bottom if you want to learn about layer threes more. This was an incredible video. It's about 24 minutes, but there's two key things I want you guys to take away from this before I finish with Shytoshi Kusama. All right. So this is what layer threes help do. They essentially take the slow layer ones, right? Like Ethereum, right? And then they are created on the layer twos. The layer threes basically make layer twos faster. All right. Essentially, layer one is the slowest, layer two faster, layer three the absolute fastest. All right. Here it is.
further. To do this, layer 3s optimize various consensus mechanisms and data structures, enabling even higher throughput and transaction processing capabilities than layer 2s. Some layer 3s act as an additional layer of rollup technology.
I like this right here. So basically, transactions taken from the layer one to be processed as a bundle on the layer two. So this is Ethereum going to Shibarium. Keep in mind, the layer three is on top of Shibarium. So the layer three that runs on Bone, but has an additional utility that is paid for in Treat. Keep in mind, the gas is still Bone. All right, it's not going to replace it. Do not listen to the FUD bros. Anyways, layer two, multiple transactions bundle taken from layer two to be processed by layer three. Layer 3 returns compressed bundles as single transaction to the layer 2. The layer 2 returns compressed transaction to the layer 1. So basically, a lot of info, more info bundled up, concise and compressed into small bundles, one transaction. That's essentially what's happening, all right?
Taking those layer 2 transaction bundles we mentioned earlier and processing multiple bundles as one transaction. The data from that transaction goes back to the layer 2 to then be sent on to the base layer.
Boom. All right, cool. So that was a really good explanation. So thank you for that, guy. And then another thing that was important to understand uh, in that video actually comes later, and it's actually this right here. Okay, and this is in terms of people talking about the layer 3 taking money from the layer 2. Oh, layer 3. What about layer 2? What about Bone? Bone is dead. I mean, what about Shib? They forgot about Shib. No, this is an ecosystem. I mean, are you guys? I know not you. I know the Bone army understands, but unfortunately, some of the Shib army is needs to understand that Shib is the flagship of the entire ecosystem. All right. We need Shib to moon, it will moon. But in order for it to moon, it needs different ecosystems to help it moon. But further, it's not just about these financial ecosystems. These are the building blocks in order to take our philosophical movement to a whole nother level. Okay, this is more than just a financial situation. All right, but as a consequence of the truth, respect, and justice trying to be put into the world by the Shiba Inu team, ecosystem, and ethos, as a natural consequence of that beneficial movement, people will gain financially, all right, because it is a deflationary ecosystem. Back to the Solana thing and Shibarium thing. Shibarium being a deflationary ecosystem, where you have Solana being an inflationary ecosystem. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and see what I'm going to show you guys right now. And what am I going to show you? Essentially, an argument by one of Polygon's uh, people saying that the reason why Polygon hasn't delved into creating layer 3s is because they take from the layer 1s. All right, so here it is.
But this brings us to one important question. Do layer 3s offer real potential, or do they only exist to suck up value from Ethereum? Well, this is a debate that was recently sparked on Twitter, and it was fueled by Polygon CEO Mark Boyron, who tweeted.
All right, so here it is. So this is CEO, he said, or CTO, Mark Byron. So he said, I'll say the quiet part out loud. Layer 3s exist only to take value away from Ethereum and onto the layer 2s on which the layer 3s are built. So just using this argument, okay, what he's saying is that no, the layer 3 is not going to kill the layer 2. No. And the layer 2 is not going to kill the layer 1. No. What he's saying is that he believes that because there's utility in the layer 3s, essentially what happens is they take money from the layer 1, which is Ethereum, into the layer 2. So that would be like Treat and Bone on layer 3, taking money from Ethereum into Shibarium. Okay, that's essentially what he's saying. He's saying that the layer 3 is like a magnet that takes from the layer 1 into the layer 2. Okay, I'll say the quiet part out loud. Layer 3s only exist only to take value away from Ethereum and onto the layer 2s on which the L3s are built. You do not need L3s to scale. Actually, he's incorrect. You do. And it says, and this is why Polygon Labs does not work on layer 3s. All right. So obviously he's a Ethereum maxi, probably has a big bag. And also the Polygon is more Ethereum friendly, I have to say. For example, When you stake on Lido, your rewards don't go to the layer 2, they go to the layer 1. Where in Shibarium and K9 Finance, when you stake on K9 Finance, your rewards will be going to the layer 2. All right. So more value. All right. More mooning, more burning, more sense. These people. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and keep this going. All right. So lastly, I wanted to show you this before I show you the Shytoshi Kusama thing. So it says Shib's solution powered by Zama. Initially, Shib's solution powered by Zama will run on Treat. They're not saying that Treat's gonna be the gas token. I don't know where people got that from. They're saying that the solution powered by Zama will run on Treat. In other words, if you want that layer of encryption for your project, you can pay an additional fee in Treat. You can transact in Bone, you can do all that. But if you want that additional encryption layer, you can pay for it, and that will be in Treat. Okay, so that's essentially what I'm understanding. One of the Shib ecosystem's tokens developed to serve multiple purposes, including providing liquidity to the Shi stablecoin. So Treat is created to provide liquidity to the Shi stablecoin, which is supposedly going to be pegged at 1 cent. All right. So that's one of the things. So how can it be that this is useless if it has utility in the form of not only introducing utility, but also providing liquidity to Shi, eventually also replacing Bone token as a reward token for Shiba Swap and providing rewards for Shib, the metaverse, and the blockchain version of Shiba Inu themed collectible card game, Shiba Eternity. So it's all wrapped up into one. Keep in mind, this is the beginning of something much bigger. One thing I'm going to try to show you guys before I show you the Shytoshi Kusama. This went a little longer than I wanted it to. Sorry about that, my people. But I do want to see if I could quickly. In fact, you know what? It's cool. I'll hit you guys with that on the other one. Let's go ahead and just get into Shytoshi Kusama saying that they're going to the network state. In fact, I'm going to try to link the layer 3 guy video so you guys can familiarize yourself with layer 3s. I saw it twice. It's a banger. And not every layer 3 is equal. They serve different purposes, but essentially interoperability is what I want you to understand, and quicker scalability with security. All right. And I will also link this one from TheStreet.com, which is a 17-minute video with Shytoshi Kusama. And it has a voice changer to protect his identity or whatever. So it's going to sound funny, but essentially this is what I want you to understand from Shytoshi himself. We're going to the network state. Shiba state is on its way, whether the FUD bros like it or not. So are you FUD bros or are you team Shytoshi Kusama, team Ryoshi? You feel me? So let's go ahead and hear this. Of course, this thing's taking forever now. I know you weren't expecting that. All right, so he's talking about Cal, and this is where they got to the point of what is Shiba Inu as a whole. So here it is. Oh shit! Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Oh no 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 no! All right, guys, I'm sorry. I had to bring this back because right now it's telling me that it's not showing the audio. It's telling me it's not showing the audio. So I just want to make sure. I'm sorry if this is annoying to you guys. I just need to make sure that I get the actual primary sources for you guys to combat the FUD. So basically, he's talking about the Shiba state, okay, about to happen, basically. All right.
Cal, my tech lead and partner and brother, and the entire community to kind of ask ourselves an unusual question: what are we? Are we a cult, as some people say? Are we a community? Obviously, but maybe we're something larger. And we declared sovereignty in a fun, meme-tastic way in August of 2023. And since then, we've been trying to ensure that we complete our vision to be, obviously, the correct definition is a state. Some people say a network state, which we found out later, by the way. Sorry, biology. And we actually have redefined this to be a social network state. And the reason why we like this term is because it's something that people can quickly grasp. Let me explain. A social network is something like Facebook. It's a place where groups of individuals have commerce and social activity. And then a state is location, territory technically, where membership makes governing decisions about what the state should do next. And
all right, cool. Well, yeah, I'm sure you want to hear more. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and link that. I'm gonna go ahead and link that in the description. Shytoshi Kusama talking about Shiba Inu in case you guys haven't had a chance to check that out. In fact, I'm going to try to do a live tomorrow where I actually go ahead and watch this entire interview with you guys and give you my analysis of it. Okay, I understand the Shiba ecosystem is so big, it's so expansive that it's hard for many people to grasp, especially if they do not understand politics. The only reason why I'm able to understand the Shiba Inu network state concept and have been talking about it for literally years now is because I was able to pick up quickly that the direction that Shiba Inu wanted to go was not just a meme coin, but a full-on country. We're talking about the Shiba Inu country being formed. Okay, so you're either Team Shytoshi Kusama and the enormity of everything that is the ethos of Shiba Inu, or your team FUD Bros, Moon Boys, and get out of my face, boys. All right. So with that said, Crypto Marxist, aka Bone Army, just came at you. Sorry this was so long, but I wanted to try to explain a little bit, not the technological aspect of it, but basically how important and how big the vision is when you hear some of these FUD bros. All right. So with that said, if you want more, go ahead and hit that right there. Check out the videos over there. And like I like to say, I'm Bone Army, you're Bone Army, we are Bone Army. And I'm out. Deuces, my people. Peace.